Thank you. It's still this morning on ITV, and at this point, we're going to be looking at what the power could be very, very significant, and how we can get it in our homes, even in the midst of epileptic power supply in the country from the national grid. And on this segment with me is the MD, CEO, and Chief Inventor of Brightence Electronics, Prince Dr. Brightence Ogimoye. Thanks for coming, Brightence.
Thank you so much, Philip.
It's great to know, and always good news whenever you set with us. And talk about the discount prices your company will be having for us this period, and also your automatic changeover device.
Yes, you see, first I want to appreciate our customers out there, and I want to let them know that our promo actually ended last week Friday.
Oh.
But unfortunately, when we saw the about over 4,300 XMXs, WhatsApp messages inclusive, people complaining bitterly that we should extend the promo, that banks are not working the way it used to be because of this COVID pandemic. And then looking at the economic situation, we have no choice that to now extend the promo to end this week Friday, so as to meet the yearnings and aspirations and desires of Nigerians and our numerous customers out there. So I want to let Nigerians know that the benefit of partaking in the promo is, if you deposit a minimum deposit of 50,000 naira, you will be able to buy the said product at promo discounted price within 4 months. So even when the promo season is over, you are still buying the product at the promo price. So you can pay on installment at your own convenience. But the truth is that we are giving you 4 months. So even when the promo is over, it does not affect you because you have deposited 50,000 during the promo season. But for those people who may wish to say they want to be using the product at the same time paying and be using it, that's higher purchase. You will now make 60% deposit of the normal price, not promo price. Then you will pay the remaining 30% within, remaining 40% within 3 months. So I want to let Nigerians also know that now that they say everybody should stay at home, there's this lockdown here and there. You see, one of the advantage of buying the Brightence Electronics Power Solutions is we in this country, we experience a lot of power problems, epileptic power supplies. And now that a lot of Nigerians are stocking up their foodstuff in the house, stocking your food, you need to have power to be able to power your refrigerator, power your deep freezers, so that the food stuff you are stocking does not go bad. Because the truth remains, if you continue to warm your food stuff, you warm your soup and stew, you get to a time when it will lose the nutrient value. So you have to still preserve them in the refrigerators or deep freezers. That's the reason why you have to opt into the Brightence alternative power solutions, renewable energies, which is the solar panels, the inverters, the batteries, so that you can be able to listen to news. You need power this time around to be able to hear the details of what is going on about the coronavirus pandemic, and you also need to be able to power your house and sleep well and listen to what is going on around you throughout the world, and also be able to power your refrigerator. So we are saying that even if you are using our product before, you wish to now upgrade to a higher machine that will carry your ACs, fan, or deep freezers, or as the case may be, your borehole, you can return the product you bought before as long as our product, or you introduce 6 of your friends to buy from us, we will give you the next KVA upgrade free of charge. So these are some of the benefits. For the automatic changeover, it's a circuit design because of people and to avoid the security challenges when you are using generators, so that by the time they restore your public power at night and you are sleeping, so that you don't have to wake up from sleep to be going outside of your apartment to off your generator. So with the help of the Brightence automatic changeover, when they restore your public power, for example, in the night and you are sleeping, it will switch off your generator for you and take you back to national grid effortlessly. So even if your ACs or freezers were on, you won't even know that there is public power, except you are specifically insisting that we should put an alarm in addition to the installation. That's when you will know there is public power. Then again, there's what we call the Brightness power switch. That one will enable you to be able to switch on the generator from inside the house or switch off the generator from inside the house without coming out of your apartment. So this is a circuit we recommend, especially for Nigerians in terms of insecurity challenges and power failures.
I quite admire that breakthrough in that direction. Let's also look at the aspect of the batteries, your inverters, and solar charge controllers. I understand that they are also breakthrough in this direction. So what differentiates yours from others in the market?
Yeah, you see, one of the most important advantage of buying anything from Brightence Electronics is that it's a made in Nigerian product. So that means if there's a problem with the product, if there's an after-sales service issue with the product, a company that claims to have manufactured the product should be able to fix it. If we cannot repair it, we will replace it. If we cannot replace it, we will look for a temporary one to give you to be using. That you will be in darkness is not possible. Take, for example, people who use foreign inverters, solar panels, as the case may be, it developed for this trying time when Lagos is shut down, Ogun State is shut down, Delta State is shut down, Ondo State is shut down. How do you now take the product for repair? Can you take it now to Lagos? Can you take it to Onitsha? Can you take it to Port Harcourt for repair? It's practically becoming impossible. So that's the reason why we are saying if you are buying a product, for example, from Brightence Electronics, it's made in Nigeria. We are in Nigeria with you. We are in Benin City and Edo State with you also. So that means you must get value for your money. And the same warranty that the foreign companies are giving 1 year, 2 years, that is the same thing we are also giving for our product. And our products are certified by Standard Organization of Nigeria. So it's not just we are just making product. We are making product according to standard. And I want to let you know that you must get value for that money. For example, the only challenges we are having now because of this corona pandemic, we are now becoming, we are going out of stock, and most of our engineers have relocated back to their base, back to their state because of the pandemic, and now we are losing power man strength in production. And then another problem we are having is the solar panels we imported long before the outbreak of this pandemic of coronavirus was a panel that was designed in a Chinese company based on the research work we did in Brightence Electronics concerning the Nigerian weather. That's why when we are saying that our solar panel for somebody who is coming from the northern part of the country is quite different from the panel we sell for those in the southern part of Nigeria, and quite different from the panel we sell for those in the middle belt. But what we are saying is that the panels are getting out of stock. So if you are in need of the panels, this is the best time. And I want to let you know that the advantage of the panel is that it has a shelf life of 20 to 25 years, built according to Nigerian weather. It does not drag thunderstorms. You don't need to put under arrestor there. You don't need to re-earth that house. But if you are using an inferior panel, you must have thunder arrestor. You must have you must re-earth the house and do 6 feet re-earthing. You must dig that earthing to 6 feet. Else, you are just joking, because whenever there is thunderstorm, thunder is a source of electricity. The panel will just see it as a normal source of power and damage your electronics. So I want to let you know that the advantage of our panel that it does not recognize thunderstorm as a normal source of power, hence it will not transmit it down. Then our inverter too has inbuilt thunderstorm resistant facility, but it has a number of times to withstand it. If the customer knows that you are using an inferior panel, you refuse to re-earth your house or put under arrest, and you are using the Brightence inverter, if you inverted it this way and developed for, the customer will pay for the repair. Okay. Or you are using it in an area where you know your public power is fluctuating, sometimes high, sometimes low, and you refuse to put a stabilizer at the charging point and it developed for, that customer pays for the repair. However, the most important thing is there is nothing that will happen to our product that we cannot fix.
Well, there's the effect of COVID-19 will basically bring about limited products in market. But let's look at the alternator booster for pressing iron. I understand the significance of that, and also the energy saving bulb that you've done, and what differentiates this from others in the market.
You see, the advantage of the Brightence alternator booster is for people who are into laundry services, dry cleaners, tailors, fashion designers, or you have a hotel, you have a laundry service department. It's compulsory for you to get the Brightence alternator booster, so that when you are plugging your pressing iron, your ring boiler or boiling ring, your electric kettles, you don't affect the ultimate shelf life of the generator, because it will be straining the bearing, the shaft, the pistons of the gen. The gen will begin to make one noise, breaking down every type of servicing or maintenance. Before you know it, you'll be spending too much money for half engines. So if you don't want to spend so much money fixing your generator, each time you know you want to use pressing iron or what we call heat element electrical materials, you must buy the Brightence alternator booster. The aim of the booster is not to make your generator noiseless, it's to reduce the surge going to the gen, thereby prolonging the life of the generator. So if you are a tailor, fashion designer, or dry cleaner, it's a compulsory device for you. If you have a hotel, you have a learning service department, it's a compulsory device for you. Then as for the energy bulb, what we simply did was that we reduced the input watt and increased the brightness of the bulb. So that means the 5 watt is far brighter than the conventional 18 watt in the bulb in the market, while the 12 watt of the energy bulb is far brighter than the 40 watt or 100 watt incandescent bulb in the market. So the advantage of the bulb is just to, if you use it with your prepaid meter or analog meter, to reduce your power consumption rate because they are 5 watt bulb. And if you are using it with your inverter solar panel battery, it reduces the rate at which your batteries are drained. If you are using it with your surrounding light or your compound and security light, it will reduce your fuel and diesel consumption rate.
Okay, talk about your training facilities. I understand this the pandemic now, but how are you putting through in terms of the training facility and how to locate you?
As regarding the training, what we are doing is that we bring them in smaller group, because we don't even open office anymore every day. We open only Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So they're in smaller groups. And the most important thing is you must know how to read and write. If you can read and write, we can train you, because if you cannot read and write, there's a problem. But even if you're in the university or polytechnic and you wish to come for practical related program or industrial attachment, you are trainable at Brightence Electronics. And Brightence Electronics company is located at number 30 Federal Government Guest College Road near UBTH in Ugbowo, Benin City. We open our office only Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday from 10 o'clock in the morning to 5 p.m. in the evening, because we use our Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday to do production of products based on our staff strength. The phone numbers have been on the screen. If you want to like our company Facebook page, you'll get more details, or you just tap our website www.brightence.electronics.com or search videos of Brightence on YouTube. You will see all the details of what we've been doing over the years.
Thank you for taking our time to be part of this show and educating the public. And,
thank you so much.
We just hope that this COVID-19 pandemic will be out very soon, so that we can have more of these products.
It's our prayer.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that's what we call it a wrap. As this morning has been This Morning on ITV Tuesday edition. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow, and that will be with Evans Onokogie. On behalf of the entire production team that made this edition a success, I'm Philip Omo Gupon, and I'm saying have a beautiful day ahead of you. Goodbye.